Now, in part two of the complete guide to online selling, we're going to talk about the difference between social media marketing and social media selling. And I got to tell you, the main difference is intention. Now, a lot can be done with social media. Obviously, you can build brand awareness. You want to build consideration, which is when your clients are looking at you and your competitors, and hopefully they choose you. And then obviously you want to get them to purchase. But how are you going to do that? Well, the thing you got to think about is, are you going to use content? Are you going to use influencers? Are you going to become an affiliate marketer and just get paid a percentage for getting eyeballs on other people's products? You've got to figure out how you're going to do this thing, but know that all of the platforms sell ads, right? So Facebook is king. Facebook and Instagram are selling more ads than anyone else, closely followed by YouTube, and then LinkedIn, and then Twitter, followed closely by Pinterest and TikTok. So there's lots of opportunities to buy ads online, and you have to be willing to do that if you're really going to scale your online business. But when it comes to actually being successful with online selling, you got to think about ads other than social media ads, right? You've got to think about Google ads, pay-per-click ads. You've also got to think about Amazon ads. If you're going to be selling on Amazon, you need to know how to buy ads. You can't just put up a beautiful product and great product description. You've got to buy ads, because people who are buying ads are making more money. Now, there's a rule of thumb when it comes to ads. So if your product is $15,000, they say you should be spending $15,000 a month on your ads. So you got to make sure that you can save up enough money to test that theory for at least 3 months. So you want to make sure that whatever platform you're going to try, just know what the rule of thumb is in terms of what you need to be spending on your ads. Now, another thing I want you to think about is you got to use email, because the first time somebody sees your offer, they probably won't buy from you. So how are you going to build that relationship? You've got to have dedicated landing pages with good calls to action. You got to get them on your email list. You got to nurture them, make an offer, nurture them, make an offer, right? So you got to build that relationship, build that trust. So email marketing is an important part of online marketing, but really it kind of comes down to these 7 things that I want to share with you now. Number 1, you got to know your keywords. You got to know the words people are using to search for your product or service. You've got to make a good impression. When they come and look at your stuff, you got to have nice pictures. You got to have video of people using your product or service in action. And then you've got to make sure you know exactly who your customer is. Don't think just because you're selling online, you don't have to have a specific customer persona. You want to make sure you know the face and name of your customer so that you can specialize in serving him or her. Then you've got to have great dedicated landing pages. And landing pages are so important because basically these are your sales pages. This is what's going to convince somebody to remove all the objections so that they are willing to put their credit card in and buy. You've got to do that certainly if you're going to be selling on your own website. And then you also want to make sure that you are tracking performance, that none of online selling is about set it and forget it. It's about test and see. Test and see. That's really the mentality that I want you to have. And then you've got to have great pictures, and you got to know how to put your products on a white background, because that's how everything looks online. You've got to make sure you know how to do this. Great lighting, great pictures. And lastly, do not have a complicated checkout process. You want a seamless process. Don't be making people set up accounts and stuff to check out. Make it easy, 2-step, 3-step at the most. You want to have as little friction as possible. And don't forget to offer free shipping, because lack of free shipping is the number 1 cause of shopping cart abandonment. All right, I hope I've given you some really good food for thought on how to sell online. But if you need more help, head over to smallbizladyuniversity.com. I have a great course called How to Sell and Market Online that can give you a lot more information. And after that, you can take my social media selling course. 6 weeks, you will have these skills and they'll be able to help you make the money you deserve online for life. All right, take care.